the Androscoggin River Valley, the people, the places, the events, the history, all that makes up the vibrant story of the towns of the Androscoggin River Valley from Lewiston, Auburn through Mexico, Rumford, and Bethel to New Hampshire. Hello and welcome to the January 2017 edition of Today River Valley. Today River Valley is the video news feature program for the towns of the Androscoggin Valley in western Maine. My name is Phil Blampede. I'm the host and producer of the program. In this edition, we're going to be looking at the phenomenon of recall ordinances. Recall ordinances are the laws that allow voters to remove officials from office when they feel that they're not doing the right kind of job. The interesting thing in Maine is that the state allows municipalities, cities and towns to remove their officials, but there is no recall ordinance for state officials or the governor himself. This might be because recall elections create quite a lot of turmoil in a community. We're going to be going to the town of Peru, Maine, where they had a recall election recently, and see exactly how that works out. Then we're going to be looking at a team that won a national competition last year, and we're not talking about a sporting team. We're talking about the snowmaking team at the Sunday River Ski Resort in Newry, Maine. They do a job which is critical to the economy of western Maine, and they do it with pride and skill. It's an interesting thing to watch. Let's take a look. All that and more after messages from local businesses.
Today River Valley is sponsored by the Sudbury Inn, lodging, fine dining, and a lively pub right on Main Street in Bethel, Maine.
Make the Sudbury Inn your headquarters for your next trip to Bethel. Centrally located downtown, this charming 19th century inn is right in the middle of shopping, skiing, fine dining, and all other Bethel attractions. Accommodations range from a full apartment with its own fireplace to deluxe two-room suites to single rooms. And you don't have to go far to find the best of Bethel, from fine dining in the main dining room to pub fare and live music in the popular Suds Pub to a bistro menu and bar in Bistro 151, featuring light fare with a creative flair, lobster ravioli with shrimp cream sauce, sweet pea and caramelized onion ravioli with a blue cheese sauce, blackened sea bass with a cucumber salsa, citrus-glazed veal short ribs with an Asian sauce. The Sudbury Inn is family-friendly, can accommodate pets, and as the magazine Bon Appetit put it, is the perfect way to end a day in Bethel. Call today for more information. Sportoma is Western Maine's outdoor retail specialist. If you're skiing the Western Mountains this winter, Sportoma on Route 2, Mayville Road in Bethel should be your first stop for quality ski tuning, custom ski boot fitting, and all the equipment and accessories you'll need. And ask about our gift certificate special. Get 10% off by mentioning this ad. That's right, pay $9 and get a $10 gift certificate. Just mention this ad. Sportoma, open 7 days. At Caribbean Life Grocery and Gift Shop at 940 Lisbon Street in Lewiston, there's a little bit from every one of the islands, whether it's fresh breadfruit to a large selection of jerk sauce and spices, to 100% authentic Blue Mountain coffee, to coconut soda and green bananas. Here are products you'll find nowhere else in the area, authentic Caribbean products. We've got them, and if there's something we don't have, ask us and we'll find them for you. And don't overlook our Caribbean apparel and gifts, a great way to display Caribbean pride.
Come share the experience.
Caribbean Life Grocery and Gift Shop, open daily. Excuse me, sir, are you getting a little shaggy around the ears but can't find time for a haircut? Well, now you can. At Lisa's Barbershop at 178 Main Street in Mexico, owner Lisa Shardlow specializes in quick haircuts. No appointment is necessary and there's rarely a wait. At Lisa's, the motto is cut and go.
Did you know that it's a scientific fact that there are no nerve endings in hair? That's right, hair doesn't feel pain. Haircuts are, yes, painless. So what are you waiting for? Come on down to Lisa's and get a trim.
Open Tuesday through Friday, 9 to 5, Saturday, 9 to noon.
Guaranteed painless.
Yes, there is a health food store in Rumford, Maine. Good Karma Cafe and Health Foods on Congress Street offers not only health food, but the healthy food you've been looking for.
Hi, we're Glenn and Sandy Gordon, owners of Good Karma Cafe and Health Foods at 72 Congress Street in Rumford, Maine. Check us out on Facebook, goodkarmahealthfoods.com, hashtag eat well, live well, hashtag be kind, do good, eat spinach.
Good Karma Cafe and Health Foods, downtown Rumford, open Monday through Saturday.
Hi, this is Roger Whitehouse of Riverside Realty in Mexico, Maine, and you're watching Today River Valley, the video news feature program of the Androscoggin Valley in western Maine.
Polls are officially closed.
At 8 p.m. on Friday, November 18th, election clerks in the small town of Peru, Maine began adding up the ballots in an example of a relatively rare democratic exercise, a recall election. A sufficient number of the voters of the town, which borders Rumford, Maine, had petitioned to remove 2 of the members of their 5-member select board. One of them, Select Board Chair Wendy Henderson, watched the process as her position hung in the balance. The clerks were businesslike, but others in town were not so calm, from the 100 or so voters who asked for the recall to the many others who found the process exasperating and unnecessary. Here's a speaker at the public hearing on the recall a month earlier.
An ordinance that was adopted a few short years ago gave the opportunity and the power for 1 or 2 people with a difference of opinion on how an individual that we originally voted and the popular vote put them in their place, just because they get enough signatures, they can try and recall. What should be done, and what I would like to see happen, is we get rid of this little rule that we got, that we can say, hey, we're recalling you. Because we've already spoken and put them in power. So if somebody can say, hey, I don't care about your rights, I didn't vote for him in the first place, so now here's my chance to start something. We can do that?
State law allows the recall of local elected officials, but does not allow recall of state officials. Why would the state exempt itself from recall elections? In Peru and elsewhere, the recall process stirred up animosities, cost money, and hindered the government from functioning. Maine officials may not want to see that happening on a statewide basis. But perhaps that's just the cost of a democracy. Perhaps the power to recall bad officials is important enough that it's worth it, even if the people in Peru are having their doubts these days. Throughout the history of the United States, recall has been seen as a last-ditch way for voters to remove officials who abuse their office, whether through incompetence, corruption, or trying to grab too much power. In Maine, under Title 30A, a local official can be removed only if they have committed a crime against the town or city itself, but the law does allow communities to have their own ordinances with broader reasons allowed for recall. Such a broad ordinance is in effect in Peru and many other communities. The wording of the recall petitions in Peru showed just how broad and vague the reasons can be. Here they're read by Select Board member Carol Roach, who actually opposed the recall but read the petitions at the October hearing in order for the audience to hear them.
On August 25, 2016, we, the following registered voters of the town of Peru, initiate this request that John Witherall be recalled, removed from his position as selectman. Witherall has consistently not appropriately carried out the duties and responsibilities of the office and fails to represent the will of the people. He is often disrespectful to fellow selectmen and the public. He lacks people skills and is a bully, characteristics not acceptable for a selectman. That's the first one. Wendy Henderson be recalled, removed from her position as selectman. Henderson has not appropriately carried out the duties and responsibilities of the office and fails to represent the will of the people. She has consistently been a follower, not a leader, and is unable to make the decisions on her own without the direct influence of others. Those are the charges on the petitions.
There have been recall efforts in only a few towns in Maine in the last 2 years. A failed effort in Denmark, a small town in western Maine near the New Hampshire border, was sparked by opposition to the Select Board's choice of town manager. A failed effort in Eddington, Maine, near Bangor, grew out of a zoning dispute. An effort in Litchfield, near Augusta, arose because one Select Board member was too aggressive in criticizing town employees. In Peru, the underlying issue was a continuing dispute between those who want to spend more money on the fire department and those who want to trim spending, plus hard feelings left over from a successful recall effort of previous select board members 4 years ago. Amanda Meter, the attorney who advised Peru during the recall process, didn't hesitate to make it clear she feels the whole thing is a bad idea.
Well, I can tell you that when I was an attorney at Maine Municipal Association for 6 years, from August 2011 through August of this year, the 6 staff attorneys there routinely advised against municipalities adopting these ordinances because typically they don't reflect on the true talent commitment of the board members who are being recalled. Typically they reflect on interpersonal disputes, personality disputes, and there is a statute in Maine that allows for the recall of a select board member or council member who has been convicted of a crime against the municipality. But these ordinances are far more sweeping, and again, they tend to just pull in people for disagreeing on matters that are legitimate areas of disagreement, as is right and good in any democracy. And so, again, these recall efforts tend to just divide Maine's communities and cause hurt and be cyclical in nature and sort of cause vendettas, really. And so, as I stated at last week's meeting, there's just no good to come of them. And we encourage communities to engage in the democratic process and to try to avoid these recall ordinances.
It may be telling that while several people spoke in favor of keeping the recall process in the ordinances in Peru, none were willing to speak on camera. But this particular recall did not, on November 18th, find favor with the voters. When the results were in, the recall failed and both select board members kept their seats.
And the results were question 1 on Wendy Henderson. She received 100 votes yes, 149 no. And on John Witherell, yes was 102 and no was 146.
Yes. I could hear the no, and I heard a few yeses, and it's like, there's a few there, but not as much as the no's.
Never had as many choices as you do today for dining out in Lewiston, Auburn. From Italian to Thai to Japanese to good old American burgers, the Lewiston, Auburn area is chock full of great restaurants. Let's take a look. Marche Kitchen and Wine Bar at 40 Lisbon Street in Lewiston features an ever-changing menu of small plates and dishes designed for tasting and sharing, served in a cozy environment with picture windows on the Lisbon Street restaurant district. Known for craft beer, specialty cocktails, and fine wines, Marche is the perfect spot for lunch, dinner, or Sunday brunch. Open 7 days.
Jasmine Cafe is the select choice for Asian fusion-style cuisine in the Lewiston, Auburn area and features authentic traditional Thai food with a mix of Korean, Japanese, Vietnamese, and other Southeast Asian dishes. Known for sushi and signature martinis and other cocktails, Jasmine Cafe is easy to find on Center Street with plenty of parking next to the cinema complex. Open 7 days.
Coming to Western Maine to ski this winter? Spend your money on skiing, not on sleeping. The Blue Iris Motor Inn in Rumford Center is the economical alternative, just minutes from Sunday River and other ski areas. Set on the banks of the Androscoggin River next to scenic Rumford Center, the Blue Iris Motor Inn offers clean, comfortable rooms at affordable rates. Call 207-364-4495 or 1-800-601-1515. Washing machines are offering more and more features each year. Well, you may not find anything quite like this yet at Larson's Electric Service in Mexico, but you'll find the latest in everything from washing machines to refrigerators to stoves. With Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Maytag brands, Larson's offers free delivery and setup of your new appliance plus removal of your old appliance. Over 50 years experience, Larson's, 13 Main Street, Mexico, Maine. Let's look at Turner, Maine, a town with a country feel, located just north of Lewiston, Auburn. Centered on busy Route 4 is a vibrant business community with numerous stores and services.
Looking for an inexpensive but reliable used car? Shop Duval Auto Sales on Route 4 in Turner. Just check out these great reviews on Google.
Hi, this is Darren from Duval Auto Sales. I'm here to tell you that we sell quality cars to the hard-working people of Central Maine.
Right here in Turner is New England's largest dealer of snowmobile, ATV, cargo, and equipment trailers at Scott's Recreation. Come inside our showroom for everything you need to get out on the trail this winter, and there's no money down financing for qualified applicants.
Hi, I'm Scott from Scott's Recreation. We're ready for winter. Are you?
Scott's Recreation, open Monday through Saturday.
When you think of Subaru, think of RJB & Son. We thoroughly service every Subaru we sell and specialize in Subaru auto repair to ensure that the car you drive is 100% safe and reliable.
When you think of Subaru, think of RJB & Son.
1026 Route 4, Turner.
Looking for a convenient and inexpensive place to stay in Western Maine? Visit the Paris Inn Motel, located conveniently on Route 26 in South Paris, a short drive from the Oxford Casino and the attractions of the Bethel area. Newly renovated rooms, open year-round.
If your shoes don't feel right or your feet hurt, don't ignore the warning signs. Visit Pine Tree Orthopedic Lab in Livermore Falls, the leading provider of corrective shoes and accessories in Maine. Foot problems can lead to pain in the knee, hip, and back. At Pine Tree Orthopedic Lab, we design footwear to relieve pain or discomfort from disease, overuse, or congenital conditions. In our retail showroom, there are 4 certified pet orthotists who provide your initial foot exam at no charge. All manufacturing of your custom footwear, orthotics, and braces is done on site.
Hi, I'm Bruce McDonald, president of Pine Tree Orthopedic Lab, and I'd like to invite you to come to the most unique shoe store in Maine, where we are the foot comfort specialists.
Don't ignore that discomfort. Pine Tree Orthopedic Lab, open Monday through Friday 8 to 5, Saturday 8 to 2.
Mountain Valley Variety at Four Corners in Rumford, known as the happiest corner in town, is twice as happy with a new expansion that has more than doubled its size. If there's a cold beverage, you'll find it here with 20 cooler doors and the coldest and largest beer cave in Maine.
Hi, I'm Rick from Mountain Valley Variety in Rumford. I want to welcome you to my brand new beer cave. We have over 500 items in all. Whatever you want, we either have or we can get.
Head to Mountain Valley Variety for grab-and-go pizza, sandwiches, lobster rolls, hot foods. Don't forget the hand-cut steaks if you're grilling out tonight.
Come on down to Mountain Valley Variety and see us all.
Hi, I'm Lisa Shardlow from Lisa's Barbershop in Mexico, Maine. You're watching Today River Valley, the video news feature program for the towns of the Androscoggin Valley in Western Maine.
Today River Valley is sponsored by the Sudbury Inn, lodging, fine dining, and a lively pub right on Main Street in Bethel, Maine.
There's a $2 million a year enterprise in Western Maine that it's safe to say not many people think about. It has up to 6 employees, and it generates a product that's critical to the local economy, but which ironically vanishes after a few months. That enterprise is the snowmaking operation at Sunday River Ski Resort in Newry, Maine. Sunday River is one of New England's leading ski areas. Apart from everything else that keeps the ski area going, a well-financed large team of snowmakers make sure that the slopes are covered with the snow that's essential to bringing skiers and the skier dollars to Western Maine every year. And they work with such determination and energy that weather satellites with Doppler radar have picked up the image of the snow cloud the Sunday River snowmakers send into the air with their snow guns.
It's a wild job. It's definitely a job for somebody that's physically fit and active. It's an intense job. You never know what you're going to get into. It's one of the greatest jobs I've ever had.
For the snowmakers, it's more than a job, it's a craft, and they're proud of the result.
My name is William Bastian. I am the snowmaking manager here at Sunday River. You know, one analogy I use is I grew up surfing, and we could never just go and make waves in the ocean. We had to wait for the waves. But now with snowmaking, we don't have to wait for it to snow. We can make snow, and then we can go skiing. And being able to provide that for people is amazing.
For our guests, snowmaking is crucial. They know that when they are coming to Sunday River, they can count on our conditions because we do have such dependable snow thanks to our snowmaking. I'm Carolyn Castaldo. I'm the communications coordinator at Sunday River Resort.
Best quality snow on this mountain day in and day out. That's why we're here.
Well, we're certainly at the mercy of the weather, as any ski resort is. So if we were to have a year without snowmaking, it would all be dependent on the weather. But I would say that it's definitely become part of our brand over the years. People count on our snowmaking. They think of it as something that Sunday River really does well. I would say that during a really great snow year, our guests don't notice the difference between the natural snow and the man-made snow as much. Our snowmakers are resurfacing trails at that point and sort of adding on to what's already pretty great there. But in a low snow year, it makes all the difference to have that snowmaking, and our guests are thankful for being able to have that snow to open new trails and do all of that. Our budget each season is over $2 million for producing snow. That's not including the upgrades to the infrastructure on mountain.
Even though the snowmaking machines used today weren't developed until the 1950s, the science behind them is pretty basic. They use compressed air to break water into droplets and then shoot the droplets out into the air when conditions are cold and dry enough that the droplets will form snowflakes.
Making snow is relatively simple in one way. We take water and air and force it up onto the mountain at high pressures. Within that, you need to know the humidity and temperatures so you can make the best quality snow out there. Basically what we're doing in snowmaking is we are simulating what Mother Nature does. We're taking water and air, putting it up into the air so it turns into snowflakes as it falls to the ground. It all depends on humidity, dry bulb and wet bulb temperatures. So when you look at the weather channel, so to speak, and it tells you that it's 34 degrees out and it's approximately 60% humidity, that's telling us that it's actually 30 degrees wet bulb, and that's what we're looking at for snowmaking. So with that being said, if it was 38 degrees out and 0% humidity, we could make snow. 38 degrees would be the pretty much extent of snowmaking weather with 0% humidity. We have several weather stations out on the mountain that give us the temperature based on elevation across the mountain. And once October comes around, I'm glued to the weather. I'm constantly checking temperatures, constantly looking at weather reports, and the second that it hits 28 degrees wet bulb, we are making snow. It is definitely not a push-button operation. There is a tremendous amount of skill and effort that goes into covering this mountain with snow. Being able to recognize the balance between water and air, the different temperatures, different humidities, different elevations on the mountain, all those things come into account. You know, each gun you come to, something's different than the previous gun you were at. So you need to be able to make sure you're making that quality snow top to bottom. And then just the job itself, being out there on the side of the mountain, being outside all the time. It's a job you do once and then you want to do it again. So we use snowcats, we use our ski lifts and snowmobiles, and the majority is hiking. We mostly send the guys to the top on a ski lift, and then we hike wherever we need to go from there. They definitely ski around when we're out there making snow, but generally they're giving us praises and cheers for the hard work the guys put in to get the job done. We get a lot of Rolos. Oh. Yeah, we get a lot of candy and Rolos, and you know, if you're out at night enjoying the social part of town, then somebody may offer you a drink. They definitely appreciate what we do, and that's another thing that makes the job awesome.
I think the only other thing that I would add is the Sunday River Snowmakers were nationally recognized last season in the HKDIM Snowmaker competition as the best snowmakers in the country.
The Jolly Drayman Pub and the Briarly Inn, a gracious inn in Bethel, Maine, with an authentic British pub featuring classic pub fare.
This is Helena at the Jolly Drayman Briarly Inn. Stop by, come to see us. Looking forward to your visit.
The Jolly Drayman, the authentic British pub in Bethel, Maine. When you visit Western Maine, step out of the ordinary. Stay in Victorian splendor at Holiday House Bed and Breakfast, where our guests relax in the elegant surroundings true to the style and atmosphere of 100 years ago. It's your Victorian home away from home. Holiday House Bed and Breakfast, right on Main Street in the center of Bethel Village. Open year-round. Maurice Restaurant on Main Street in South Paris. The incomparable flavors of French and continental cooking tailored to the hearty American appetite. Generous shrimp cocktail, escargot, chicken chablis, baked stuffed haddock, topped sirloin with shiitake mushrooms, French onion soup, corned beef Reuben, and a chocolate mousse parfait. Maurice Restaurant, open Tuesday to Saturday and for Sunday brunch.
A local hub in the historic village of Norway, Cafe Nomad offers breakfast and lunch, sourcing fresh local ingredients when available, serving Carabasset coffee, and we have a great wine and beer selection. Hi, this is Alyssa, manager at Cafe Nomad. You can find us online at cafenomad.com and like us on Facebook.
Hi, I'm David Glenn. I'm going to take you inside my store and show you why you should buy your furniture here.
Travel just a few miles up scenic Route 120 from the Route 2 junction, and you'll be amazed to find a large, complete furniture discount store and showroom right near the well-known Roxbury Pond. Gallant's Discount Furniture in Roxbury, Maine. Drive a little, save a lot. Ask about our free delivery and setup. There's good news for those who miss the superb Thai, Asian, and American cooking at the old Thai Smile 2 restaurant in Mexico. Ned and Dee Dee have moved to Rumford and reopened under a new name, the Lure Restaurant. It's right off Route 2 by the shopping center with Martin's. Located in the former Tina's restaurant, the Lure features the familiar, skillfully prepared Thai and Asian specialties, plus seafood and some great American dishes as well, such as all-American fried clams. Whatever the nationality, the fresh ingredients and skillful cooking make for the tastiest dishes in town. Plenty of parking, open Tuesday through Sunday.
Come to the Lure, one bite and you'll be hooked.
Konij's Place. Oparun huber plipli won bot fop. Bewolat op konij's. Hanga wof kupa kupa bon. Bon?
You don't need to understand the words to know that Connie's Place means great home-style cooking right on Congress Street in downtown Rumford. And now each week there are all-you-can-eat buffets featuring different kinds of food on different days. Remember, kids under 3 eat free, while kids 4 to 12 eat for half price.
Bing bang walla walla bing bang Konij's Place. Bon?
You know, I was just about to say that.
This is Connie Asno, and we look forward to serving you in our historical downtown Rumford restaurant.
Connie's Place, now open at 136 Congress Street, downtown Rumford on the island.
At Dan's Automotive, you'll find reliable used cars priced from $3,000 up. You'll get more car for less money. These are brands that are known for their reliability and long life, and each is mechanically updated, even including new timing belts when needed. Cars come with state inspection and 14-day plates. Come browse the lot at 625 Crescent Avenue in Rumford and grab your car before somebody else does.
We bought our car at Dan's, and we're glad we did.
Dan's Automotive Repair and Sales, 625 Crescent Avenue, Rumford, Maine, 369-9302.
Hi, I'm Roger Whitehouse, owner and designated broker of Riverside Realty in Mexico, Maine. My staff and I want to wish you all a very happy new year. It's a tradition to start the new year off with a prediction. Well, I'm predicting that this year there'll be some good things happening in the River Valley. And if my predictions are correct, now's the time to buy real estate because prices may not be this low again. Let's take a look.
This is MLS 1270329, a circa 1900 multi-level home with 11 rooms, 7 bedrooms, 3 baths, and a quarter-acre lot. Easily accessible with a ramp to the deck. Currently used as commercial office space with plenty of parking. Listed at $139,000. This is MLS 1289835, a well-maintained 1997 raised ranch with 10 rooms, 2 bedrooms, 1.5 baths, an attached 2-bay garage with a finished family room above an approximately 700-square-foot RV garage with a storage room, all on 9.69 acres, conveniently located to Sunday River Ski Resort and Black Mountain of Maine, listed at $129,900.
My staff of 6 has over a combined work history of over 100 years. We're here to serve you. Whether you're considering buying or selling real estate, call Riverside Realty at 369-0100. Hope to see you soon.
Well, that's it for the January 2017 edition of Today River Valley. This is Phil Blampied, the host and producer of the program. Stay warm. See you next month.